welcome to Westside's first virtual painting class. I'm Victoria, and today we will be doing a 3x3 mini canvas of a snow cone in celebration of the end of summer. Now, originally we had scheduled that people could come and pick up the kits before today, but Hurricane Laura happened and we, like a lot of places, shut down due to the storm. We have just opened back up and the kits are available for pickup at Westside. You can call and say you're on your way, or you can just come to the door and let us know that you're here, what your name is, we'll get your kit, and you can be on your way to painting fun. Now, if you miss the live presentation of the video on Friday, it will be available archived on YouTube and Facebook. There is a paper inside the kit that tells you where to find the videos. Now, the kit includes a 3x3 canvas, paint, and you will have black paint, white paint, red, green, or blue paint. The red, green, or blue paint is what color your snow cone will be, and you will use the black and white paint to paint your background and shade. Now, what doesn't come in the kit? One, a container for your water, a pencil, paintbrushes, and paper towel. You should have everything just around your house except for the paintbrushes. Actually, most of you ladies who paint with me regularly actually probably do have paintbrushes. All right, so say you don't have any paintbrushes at home. Where can you get them? You can actually buy paintbrushes at any craft store like Hobby Lobby, Michael's. You can even find them at Walmart. The cheapest way to do this is to buy like a beginning set of brushes. That will run you about 10 bucks. If you can try to catch them on sale, or that 40% off coupon at Hobby Lobby. It's a really great crafting thing. Okay, so another thing about paintbrushes, today the sizes we're going to be using are a flat 8 and a 2 liner. Now in the instructions, I have given you 2 options. I'm using the smaller ones. This is an 8 and this is a 2. You can also use a flat 10 or a round 4. They're slightly bigger. It really just comes down to personal preference. If you can't decide what you want, or maybe even something else, play around with your paintbrushes a little bit. Just take some scrap paper, even the newspaper that comes in the kit, just kind of paint, draw squiggly lines, and kind of see what size works best for you. But today, the ones I'm using are a flat 8 and a round 2. Now, paint. The paint that comes in your kit is the Artist Loft from Michael's. you do not necessarily need to use this brand if you say want to paint a larger canvas or would like to do something else. This is just the brand that we've been using for the painting classes here at Westside. So for continuity, this is what we've continued to use. You can get your paint at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, even Walmart has it. So that's really whatever you want to use. But we do supply paint with the kit. All right, so this is our snow cone that we're painting today. I did mine in blue, and I will be doing today's demo model in blue too. So you're going to take your 3x3 canvas, and the first thing you're going to do is paint the background. So the background is going to be a gray, and we're going to achieve this by painting using the white and the black. So you're going to take your number 8 flat, load it with white, get a good amount, and then take some black and just pick up a little bit. See, you have a lot of white and just a dab of black. And then you're going to start painting the background on your canvas. And when you need more paint, pick up some white, pick up some black, and you're gonna get this nice striated gray. If you think one section is too light, add some more black to your paintbrush. If you think it's too dark, add some white. Okay, load it with white, pick up some black, and just paint. Don't worry, you want it with like some streaks. It'll add some interesting dimension and effect. And don't forget to paint the sides of your canvas. So when your canvas is fully painted, it's going to look like this. Now, before you go on to the second step, you're going to need to let your canvas dry. You can either do this 2 ways. Let it dry on its own for about 15 minutes or so, or you can take a hair dryer and dry it, and it'll be dry in a couple of minutes. So it's really up to you. All right, so I'm gonna clean my paintbrush. So after I clean my paintbrush, you wanna make sure to get the excess water out of it, and you just kind of blot it on the paper towel. All right. So put your paintbrush aside for a moment, and you're going to take the pencil on your dry canvas and sketch a V. So come about halfway up the canvas, and you're going to make a wide V. And this is going to be the container for your snow cone. All right, and so you have your V, and then you're going to turn your V into a triangle, and on top of your triangle you are going to draw a rectangle, and that is the outline for your snow cone container. Okay. So this is where your smaller brush comes in. Now, you're going to paint your container white. If your container, if you have some white in your black or black in your white, your paint pods have 2 black and 2 whites, and then 2 of whatever your snow cone color is. So don't worry if some of your paint has gotten mixed up with a different color. When you were doing the background, you'll have another little paint pod to get some fresh white or fresh black. Okay, so I'm gonna use my small brush. I'm once again using a number 2 round, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of white. Now, you want enough paint on your brush where it doesn't pull the paint when you're painting the canvas. And I like to start with just going over the pencil lines. And no. But see, make sure you have enough paint on your brush where it just kind of, nothing drags, it just floats. So I've kind of whited that in. Now I am going to start on my snow cone. For that, I am going to be using my larger brush, which is a flat 8. Now, for this part, I am going to load my brush up with blue or whatever color your snow cone is going to be. And okay, I think I had a little bit too much on there. Okay, so I'm going to kind of decide, okay, it wants to come up almost to the top of the canvas and kind of start dabbing. Because if you look at a snow cone, it has texture to it. There's like some pitting from the ice. Even if you get a snowball, it's not all smooth. It has some little roughness to it. And to mimic that texture, we're going to dab the paint. And you want it to come a little bit over the top. It's like, and ooh, what if it's kind of dripping down some? Yeah. It's hot weather, you have like all that good snow cone goodness, and it's just a little bit is melting out. Okay. So I'm gonna add okay. I want it to dry, the blue paint to dry just a little bit so I can start layering a little bit and get some more texture. Now, you want it, the snow cone top, you want like this kind of texture to it that comes from the dabbing, and you want it a little bit of, you want it a build up. Alright, so we're through with the top of our snow cone for the moment. I'm going to take my brush and rinse it in the water. You don't want to leave your brush in the water. That's bad for your paintbrushes. Leaving your paintbrushes submerged in the water, it loosens the glue that holds the end of your brush to the wood part. So you want to keep it out. You just want to swish it around in the water, get it clean. When you start dabbing, if you saw, I still had some blue paint, so it went back in the water, swished it around again, and got all that blue off. Okay, so our next thing we're gonna do is we are going to add some shading. So I think my snow cone container needs to be whiter. So I'm gonna go back and add a second coat of white. I'm gonna use the small brush again. Okay, we drug some of the blue down. We'll fix that. That's the great thing about painting. Everything is fixable. There are no mistakes. There are just do-overs, or we can figure out some way to make that work. All right. Yeah, this is just about having fun, relaxing. I know some of you had actually had the idea of getting together and having your own paint party at home, since we can't have the paint class at the library that we all like to do, because it was fun to come and hang out with your friends and just have a good time and relax and paint. Okay. Okay, so okay. All right, so on that blue, I'm gonna add a little black. And I'm gonna add some white. All right, so we've kept our V. I like the thickness on my snow cone container. It's not too gray, not too blue. So I'm gonna clean this brush and I'm gonna go back up to the top for the moment. And I'm gonna use my bigger brush for that again. And I'm just going to fill in some places that I think could use some more paint, or basically it just looks a little too light. Now I'm gonna go down here and have my drip. And I'm gonna go up here and add a little blue line where it'd be like a straw. There, you're trying to eat and drink your snow cone, or it melts in like the 95-degree heat with 102 heat index. Oh, the fun of that with no AC, which I'm sure a lot of you have experienced in the path of Hurricane Laura. And if you were unlucky enough not to have the power come on in the first day or two. And I know some of you probably know people who still are without power. And I know my best wishes go out to them that their AC gets turned on soon. And if not, they have a generator or someplace they can go and stay cool. All right, so my snow cone top, I think I might add a little bit more. Okay, it's good. I'm gonna clean my brush. Now I know a lot of you like to change your water often. This is a small canvas, so that's not really necessary. And actually, as long as your water is cleaning your paintbrushes, you're good. Okay. And so I'm back to my small paintbrush. Okay, so now we're going to pick up the black and we're going to outline our snow cone container. Okay. You basically want to use the black that doesn't have, that's a solid black, and we're gonna put a line here at the top. Got a little too much there. Okay, I'm gonna go back over it a second time to make it a little bit more dark. Okay. Right. Right. And lastly, we're going to go in and just add a line up top for our straw. And there she is, our snow cone. Now you can go in and sign your painting. Alright, so that is our mini snow cone canvas painting. Okay, so that is our mini snow cone canvas painting. Thank you for joining me for Westside's first virtual painting class. Painting kits are available currently at Westside Library, so please stop by Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 or Saturday 10 to 2 to pick up your kit. So I'll see you next month. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.